first
Or
off.
did you already get all your answers from those two?
No. Have you guys had any discussions about capacity for this fall?
Yeah. So we've had discussions about capacity. Our hope, like everybody else in the country, is for is for full capacity. And if we have to adjust down, then we'll adjust down.
Is that kind of the plan to go as high as you can, and then if you need to scale down, is that what everyone really is doing?
Yeah, most of the colleagues who I've spoken to, not just in our league but around the country, are doing that. So this is probably a great time to give a plug to say we need to vaccinate, because we don't make the decision in our department, neither do any of our peers. The decisions are made with the health officials, and so the better that our communities do with regard to COVID and vaccinations, the more opportunity we have to have everybody together again.
One more with me is just being here today in Birmingham. What does that mean to have both coaches here and you mingling with the fans, mingling with media, just kind of a sense of normalcy back in a way?
I'd say we miss it. So much of what we do is engagement with our fans and obviously with our student athletes, but being able to get out in the community and just enjoying some good Auburn family time is much needed. So I love it. I got a big smile on my face, that's why.
What's your
Sounds like my Harley that my wife won't let me get. I'm sorry, go ahead.
That's all right. So, I guess now that Brian's been here a while, what are your impressions of your football coach?
I mean, you know what you get, and right, you all had a chance to spend some time with him earlier today, and he's someone who's incredibly focused. He wants discipline. He wants to hold everybody to the same standard and the standard's high. Right? That's from coaching staff to student athletes, whether you're the starter or whether you're the walk-on, and he demands that of everybody who touches the program. He's raised my level, right, by what he's asked of us as an administration to do, not in terms of support, but in terms of like what he expects. So we want them to be successful, and I'm looking forward to having him start his first campaign as Auburn's head football coach.
What did he ask you to do?
No, I mean, it's just, he's a big energy guy. And so there was one day he caught me where it had been a long night and a rough day. And he's like, you need to bring the energy some more. I'm like, you got it, coach, I'm bringing it. So it's just that kind of stuff. It's that, I don't even call it accountability, but it's just knowing that when you're around him, you have no choice but to be better.
We were talking to Brian and Bruce a little bit about NIL. Obviously, Governor Ivey's signed that into law recently. I know Alabama, I think a week or two ago, introduced their own program to kind of educate student athletes.
Sure.
Do you guys have any plans for something similar?
Absolutely, yeah. We worked on the same thing. I think the toughest part, if anybody can pin down NIL, I'd like to know who that person is, right? Because it's a little bit all over the place. We're still learning interpretations from the state law. Obviously, each state is different. They talk about it's not supposed to impact recruiting, but we all know they will. And so what does that look like? And none of us know that until we get in it and the dust settles around it. But we want to provide an opportunity for our student athletes, those who want to have the ability to make some money off the name, image, and likeness, for them to be able to do so.
Allen, going back to Coach Harsin, going back through the search, I mean, what was it that
I don't even remember that. How long ago was that?
What was it that just stood out to you about Coach Harsin and made you feel like he was going to be a good fit?
We talked a lot about what the team wanted, right? And so the team wanted to make sure that we had someone who was incredibly consistent, who was incredibly focused, and then honestly, who wanted to have fun. And so Coach loves the kids hard, he works them hard, and then they also have fun. And that's a part of his profile that we talked about. He's also someone who doesn't have fear. Like he will step in, dig in the box and take a 98-mile-an-hour fastball up against the chin and dig in the box again. That's his personality, and it's fun to be around people like that.
Allen, with the new football complex obviously coming next summer, how much are you guys looking forward to that, and how much are you?
I'm sorry, that dude's just like running. And keep on running, man. How many miles you got in? How many miles do you have in so far?
8. Got 2 balls.
I'm gonna be like him when I grow up. My gracious. Sorry. So the football complex.
No, you're all good. Just having that in the year, what is that going to mean for y'all? And then also just kind of as a baseline for all the sports, because I know y'all going to use it for more than just
Absolutely,
football.
yeah. The project is more than just about football. I mean, at Auburn, we were very fortunate a few years ago to have a tremendous amount of success. And we talked about being in everything school, and that's something that's part of our fabric. And so by helping do and make football better, providing them a great new home, opens up some other things for some of our other student athletes so they can continue on their competitive success. But we're excited about the project and looking forward to, I love watching the Bulldozers moving every day. They're working hard. Looking forward to it.
All right.
Thanks so much.
Cool.
Thanks,
My pleasure.